Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having water, and tonight I'll be discussing A Vow in Vengeance by Jaclyn Rodriguez. I did get this as an arc through NetGalley, and of course I'm giving my honest opinion. These are the highlights, and there were no listed content warnings in my version, and I'm giving this book a 4.5. I had a great time reading this, and I can't wait to talk about it, but first, what's this book about? So this book is about Rune, who has lost everything to the Immortals, her family, her home, and now her freedom. But what they don't realize is that she is done obeying their rules. Every year, the humans are forced to participate in the selection, where Immortals come and from the gathered human choose some who must leave their home and leave with the Immortals. For what? No one knows. But this year, Rune is going to do everything she can to be chosen so that she can find out what has happened to her family members who were chosen in previous years, and then burn the system to the ground. But after being selected by the Druid Immortals, it turns out she and the other mortals are forced to undergo a transformation, turning them into changelings. It turns out mortals selected by the Immortals become changeling humans who can now perform magic, and if they prove their worth, become immortals themselves. But before that can happen, she must first attend the Forge, a college for druids as they learn to wield tarot card magic. But as Rune's powers emerge, it turns out she has the most dangerous and rarest of them all. There's been only one other person with the same abilities, and it is none other than Draven, the druid prince. As much as she tries to avoid him, she reluctantly makes an alliance with him to help train in her abilities, because there are those who either want to use her or destroy her because of them. But as they start to train, lines become blurred, and secrets start to unfold that have the power to not only destroy the two of them, but the realm itself as it descends into war. So, in my thoughts, again, I'm giving this a 4.5. I had a great time reading this book, and I think the concept was really cool. I've tried tarot card magic system books in the past, and I haven't quite vibed with them, but I really like this one. I think the world building around the different races, the different kingdoms, and how this world came into being and why they were at odds was all really well explained. And with the tarot card magic system itself, I will say broad strokes, I did understand it, but some of the mechanics and nitty gritty of it, I didn't quite understand, but I was going off vibes, and seeing in action or reading it in action in the book was really cool that I was all for it. I'll say the pacing of this book was really well done. Either something was actually happening or you could tell we were leading up to something, either an action item or an emotional moment. So I was never bored once in this book. And the last couple chapters had my stomach in knots because I was preparing myself for one type of ending and it was completely something different. And I always love when I'm proven wrong about the ending of a book. Now, when it comes to our characters, first up is Rune, our female main character who I really enjoyed. She is someone who everyone she has loved has been taken from her, either by immortals or by death. Life has constantly knocked her down over and over again. She keeps getting back up, full of fire, passion, and spunk, and I just love it, especially now that that fire and passion is geared towards one thing and one thing alone, and that is being reunited with her family members, and she will do anything to make that happen, even making a deal with the brooding, arrogant Prince Draven, who she doesn't fully trust but knows he is the best way to be reunited with her family members. Now, with Draven, I don't know about him because I like him. I do like him, but he is someone who has plots and schemes. And while he may have conveyed those to Rune, I don't trust him. I have my eye on him. As much as I like him, I feel like he is someone that his flip could be switched and something could happen and he ends up being the villain. I don't know, but I'm excited to find out. But I did like his scheme of playing the fake fated mates because it led to some funny and interesting moments between the two of them and some good tension moments as well. Overall, I really enjoyed this book. I'm excited to continue the series as it does end in a cliffhanger, and I do recommend it. It will be available January 13th. I hope you give it a try, and I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.